All right, here's my audience. Okay, and we are going to go ahead and get started. All right. Okay. So the world we live in is changing every single day, and it's up to us as humans to help take care of our planet. But it's not just about what we can do for the planet. It's also about what the planet's doing for itself and for us. So that's why I believe that plants and trees are very, very important. If we take care of them, they'll take care of us. It's a fair exchange. Life without plants would literally be impossible. We would eventually die. Um, they have so much magic to them. It's really incredible learning the different functions and what they serve us as. One thing that is pretty obvious about plants is that they provide food, not only for us, but for bugs, insects, and animals. They also provide habitats for bugs, insects, and animals. So they do shelter, food, and we get a lot of goods from plants, such as medicines, oils, things like rubber, and etc. So, with that being said, it's also a good fact to know that plants help maintain our atmosphere. So, that directly relates to our ozone layer, which is super important to us as humans because without the ozone layer, we would have radiation coming from the sun. So let's get into something that I like to talk about. Is probably my favorite type of plant, and that's going to be trees. Trees are really amazing, and they are one of the largest plant species on the planet. There are almost 80,000 species of trees, and they can live to be thousands and thousands of years old. Like most plants, trees provide habitats for small animals such as birds, squirrels, reptiles, other plants, and even things like fungus. So it's really cool because they're providing shelter, not just for animals, but for us too. We're always using wood to build homes, office buildings, schools, and all kinds of things. Trees can trap the sun's energy and act as somewhat of a large battery. So it's no wonder why people feel recharged when they go into nature. And they also help us connect to nature. They not only provide a vital amount of oxygen, but they also clean the air by absorbing different things like smoke and dust. Trees are literally cleaning up after us, doing our dirty work. Come on. On hot days, trees are especially awesome because they provide shade and protect our skins from the sun's rays. And they also absorb greenhouse gases, which help reduce the temperatures on our planet. And we know that the planet is getting hotter. On rainy days, trees are also very helpful because they absorb rainwater. And that is good because that can help prevent landslides and erosion. So, not only on rainy days do they prevent that, but they also have their roots act like a filter system. And it's said that some trees can even filter 15,000 liters of water in just 1 year. So, as our planet gets warmer, we're learning that we definitely need to take care of trees, take care of plants, especially as we continue to build and build and create more pollution. Besides the essential functions and the factual things about trees, there's a lot of like fun facts and interesting things about trees. They change their clothes, or I could say their leaves. They change the colors of their leaves. I like to call it an outfit change. They also talk. Trees literally talk. They communicate with each other. They can send off chemical signals and fungal networks that can warn other trees of invasive insects that are on the prowl. And with these wonderful chemical things that they can do, they can change the chemicals that they give off in order to defend themselves against these attacks. So it's really cool. Um, they also produce chemicals that can attract different animals that might be able to eat the insects or the different animals that are preying on the trees. So that's another thing. Trees help connect us to nature and they definitely reduce stress and anxiety. One thing that I have learned is that hospital patients who have a view of trees outside their windows tend to heal faster. So it's very important for that. And people say just by hugging a tree, your connection to the planet can grow and grow. One interesting finding about trees that I had learned was that we have female and male trees, and trees that possess both traits, just like us humans. So it's really awesome because the male trees give off more pollen, where the female trees bear fruit. Trees providing shelter for us as we build, trees cleaning up after us, trees providing food. Those are all amazing things that we need to not take for granted. And one thing that I know a lot of us can relate to is trees create jobs. They create jobs for us. There's so many different industries where trees are vital for work. I'm talking timber, lumber, paper mills, construction, all of those things where we use trees. We even burn wood in order to keep warm, and we burn wood in order to do cooking, oftentimes, especially in the wilderness. So it's definitely a good thing for us to take care of our trees. We definitely need to continue to respect and care for plants and trees. They're living organisms. They're alive. They do a lot for us and don't ask for much in return, but for us to respect and love them. Like I said before, without them, life would literally be impossible. Without oxygen, we would die. Every year, our planet is getting hotter and hotter, and by 2050, we're going to be up to 60% hotter than what we are right now. We need the trees to reduce those greenhouse gases. We need the trees to clean the air pollution, especially when living in the city. Every time we think about it, we need to understand that it's time to take care of them. We need to plant more plants, plant more trees, and fight deforestation. Our air quality and our quality of life literally depends on plants and trees. So here's a couple of photos I have of some plants. That's just showing you different things here and some trees here. This one's I think is really beautiful. And
One right there.
this one, yes, this is from the Redwood Forest. And it's amazing because if you ever go visit this place, I mean, you'd literally be in shock. I think it's might even be one of the wonders of the world. And if it's not, it should be. But yes, thank you so much.
It's exquisite right there. Right one.
Yay! That's very informative. So much. So much.
I did too.
I
Really?